Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of the Razer Tartarus V2. Um, there's the plate on the bottom that gives you all of the information for it, which you can't really see, but that's the information for it. I bought this probably like 6 to 10 months ago, and just haven't got around to doing a review. I've been using it on and off ever since, and the main thing I use it for is editing. I can keep all my macro keys. I keep my music keys up here and a couple other things on top. I keep all macro keys, clip select and all that on the thumb pad. And it comes in very handy for editing, and I will make a separate video on my editing workflow because that is a little bit weird and different. But it is, it may help some of you. Anyways, back to the review of this. Not sure what to say about it. It's like the Orb Weaver and previous versions of the same idea, except it's less configurable. You don't have the sliding pieces like you did on the Orb Weaver. This one has only one adjustment option, which is you can remove this handrest and you can put it in one of two positions. So you can put it here, or you can put it a little bit farther up for smaller hands. I usually have it on the farther up, but I can work with the other one, although it starts to get to be a reach to get up here and have my wrist on the rest at the same time. So I usually keep it here, and yeah, I usually have my volume control on the wheel because I don't know, I have this mouse and I don't know who needs any more buttons than this. Is 19, I think. Yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, yeah. So this has 19 buttons, and I mean, I don't know why you'd need any more than that, especially in games. And since you've already got your thumb here all the time, I don't really use this for games. Also, this is removable. Sorry for this review kind of going all over the place, but this is removable, which does help if you don't want to use it as a thumbstick and you want to use it more as a D-pad type thing. You can remove this, and it does help a lot, and it makes a big difference when it comes to what I do. So usually it's not in here, but I left it in for the sake of this review. The keys that they use are not mechanical. They are what's called mecha membrane. So they are the same keys that were used on, or that are used on, the Razer Ornata Chroma. So they've basically got a little metal clicker unit which clicks over the little bump in this plastic, and they're fairly simple to clean. However, they're also membrane keys, so you don't have that hard bottom out. When you do hit the key switch, you don't have that hard bottom out. It's a very soft bottom, whereas on the Black Widow that I have, it is a very hard, that's the bottom. You can't go any farther. I believe this is a fairly flat surface, but one thing I have noticed is that this does like to rock, and I'm not quite sure why, and I haven't really figured it out. I've brushed off these pads before, but it still tends to want to rock. Now, I haven't tried it with a perfectly flat surface, although if you have a desk mat or something, it will probably be just fine. Now, into the software side of things. Alright, so now we're in the software, and as you can see, I also have the live preview of the keypad right here, and in the software, we have full customization of all of the keys, every single one of them, including this turns into an 8-directional keypad, so you can click on it and you can go into here and you can do the 8 directions. In my experience, that hasn't worked very well. If you want to try and map this to 8 different keys, it's not going to work, due to the fact that if you try to move this, it will hit one key before the other. However, in the current configuration, it would work because you just go one direction slightly before you go the other, and then go diagonal. So that's the directional keypad. I have it set up in this formation, so it has actually 4 physical switches. There are no diagonal switches. It just uses the fact that both switches are pressed at the same time to activate the diagonal direction. Now, on this keypad, by default, it comes as basically this is your left-hand side of your keyboard. And that being said, it has 1 through 5, tab through R, caps through F, and shift through C. So that would be the same thing as if this were your keyboard and this was WASD. Like I said about the key map lights, you can have 8 key maps with those 3 lights. Now that would be a combination of those lights lit up. So I'll move this here so that you can see them. So as I switch between each one, the light will light up. Now that also means that you can program a key to be your key map swap. Usually I use this one because it's usually the Alt key, which you don't use very often anyways. So then you go switch key map, and then you can just go next key map. And once you click save, that is now rebound immediately to switching a key map. So if I switch this sideways and I press this, it's going to immediately switch the key map. However, it only does that on key map 2. So you would have to go through every single key map and switch this to switch key map, and then next key map, and so on and so forth. You would have to do that on every one. So that is helpful if you have like MMORPGs and stuff like that, like Warcraft, and you have a lot of modifiers that you need to do, and you want to quickly switch between them. So of course this is a chroma device, and I have had the chroma off for this video, but I will turn it on now. So you can basically select whatever you want, and all you got to do is hit save, and it's going to come up immediately. Now this is a very simple, it doesn't do anything key map. This is my purple one. So if I wanted to say make this one react, I'd have to select the reactive, select this, and then select a color that I wanted it to react and change to, and then save that. So now when I hit a key, it's going to slowly switch to red and switch back. And now of course that works with all Razer products that support the new Razer Synapse 3. That is a different video on the differences between them. That will be coming out shortly because I'm going to record it right after this one. So I will see you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and leave comments below with what you want me to review next. Yeah, I will see you in the next video.